Hi all, Hal here with more Empyrion Galactic Survival. Well, I know it's not that creepy, but you know what? Who cares? So, happy Friday everybody. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I know that Friday is both the best and worst day for a lot of people. So hopefully it is more of the former and less of the latter. But hey, you know, that's what it is. You have to do it, make it through, right? So hopefully this will entertain you enough to help you get through the day. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm just checking all of my inventory crap right now. So as you can see, for the people who have been asking me to please stop using the laser rifle on the towers, I went ahead and got the pulse rifle. It's basically the tier 2 version of the assault rifle. Uses the same ammo, non-explosive rounds, so when you shoot at things, it doesn't go boom anymore. So, yeah. That is now a thing. As you can see, I also have the rocket launcher, and I still do have the laser rifle, and I will be taking it with me, because I use that in place of the sniper. The sniper is nice because it does do a lot of damage. It has a very good alpha. It's 120 damage per shot. But because of the reload on it, unless you are at maximum range on every shot, it does not always work out well. So, let me see what we got here. Oh, we do have rock dust. That's nice. Okay. Whoopsie. So, yeah, I've been trying to get things ready for the live stream this evening. And I am doing this on the morning of Friday, so it is not a pre-record. And we are going to go ahead and queue up, you know, enough of that to make some Soylent, right? Alrighty then. Oh, you know what? I did that backwards. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make the Soylent, and then we're going to get out of here. So what I'm going to be doing today, like I said, is we're going to go hit some of the mining. I'm not really going to do much of the mining on camera, but what I want to do is explore. So, just to show you, I've actually found all of the resource nodes already. I mean, it's Omicron. What do you expect, right? It's not meant to be a long-term home. It is definitely a smaller piece. But, so what you're seeing here is I've actually found 4 of the 5 iron deposits, and the first one that I started mining was the size 12 deposit. So it has got a lot of iron in there. I've got 2,000 blocks sitting up on the space station waiting to be used, and we're going to be doing that for the live stream tonight. We're actually going to be working on the big build. So if you want to see more construction, come back for the live stream. For the folks who can't make it to the live stream tonight, I fully understand. Don't worry about it. It will be on YouTube this evening. I have hopefully my new router will be showing up before the live stream. That is my hope, at least. And we're going to go to the external camera because internal camera is entirely too damn loud. So I'll show you what I've been doing for the mining portion of it. I'm not going to spend too much time mining right now. I'll do most of the mining off camera, but I do want to show you just how much iron this entire thing is taking. Let's see, where is this not the one that I was mining? I thought this was the one that I was mining. Maybe I am confused. Wouldn't be the first time. Let's see. No, that looks like that might be it right there, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm not that confused. What I will do, though, is to take out the arachnids, because these guys are really bloody annoying. Hi, guys. How you doing? Get out of there. That's mine. That's not yours. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yes, you know that death is coming for you. See if we can turn ourselves right side up. Sorry, when I play space games, I tend to not think about up and down even when I'm on a planet. It helps keep you from getting vertigo. Once you stop associating up and down on your directions, it really does help. Alright, so we are gonna... let's go come over here and land. So I did make... I don't know if you saw them in my inventory or not, but I did make the vegetables, canned vegetables. And the reason I made them is, I think everyone knows, the perish time on these things is ridiculous. It's 350 minutes in-game, which works out to, you know, almost like 2 hours of real time. So they're really good, especially when you're doing a lot of mining or you're doing anything where... let's see, anyone here? No, okay. Let's see if you've got any... You have any delicious meats on you? Oh, you do that. Which means I'm going to need to go turn the ship on and leave it running. Okay. Which is fine. I don't mind. I think I've killed most of the drones on the planet at this point. Oh, you have a lot of them. So yeah, I definitely want to go leave the ship running while we go mining. So, let's go... Because people have been asking me, you know, they want to see how I'm using this ship. Whoopsie. Come on. There we go. I've gotten too used to being in deep space. Alright. Let's move you down here. We will turn the ship on. And since we're running the ship anyway, may as well just go ahead and drop all of this in here too. This is not anything that's perishable, so I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, let's go ahead and grab one of those. Go ahead and... Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm using the laser rifle because the headshot multiplier is so much better. And we now have more meat. Alright, I thought we were going to get more meat, but I guess not. Alright. See, they're holding out on me. They're chintzy. Oh. You... Oh, come on. Why did you not loot? Alright, there we go. That was odd. It didn't loot. It gave me the loot sound, but then it didn't loot. So, alright. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. Throw these over here. And now maybe we can actually get into the iron mine. Maybe. Alright. So yeah, I'll show you what we've been doing with the iron. We are reloaded. And bring up the mining tool. So yeah, this is a size 12. This is just the top of the size 12, and I think I spent about an hour in here mining this out. Maybe a little less than that. So I've already pulled out something like, I think, close to almost 1,500 iron, and I am not really that far into the iron deposit yet. As you can see, I'm pulling out like chunks of 3 and 4 at a time here. So like I said, we will do a little bit of mining. I apologize if it's a little loud. I haven't really had a chance to reset my audio yet. Was doing a little bit of recording with Silverblade earlier, well, last night. And yeah, that went until, I think, about 2 a.m. my time, so it was about like 5 a.m. his time. Oh, the things we do for our YouTube fans and friends. Oh. So yeah, if you haven't checked out his videos lately, you might want to stop by. He and I have been doing the 7 Days to Die multiplayer stuff and been having a lot of fun with it. The last few episodes, we actually have been doing some running around in one of the towns, trying not to die. And sometimes succeeding not, and sometimes not succeeding at all. So, you know, it's like, yeah, it's all good. So, yeah, as far as Empyrion is concerned, there are supposed to be some updates coming down in the near future. I haven't seen a whole lot of detail about what exactly is coming into the game. I know that they're looking to rebalance some of it again. The developers were talking about the fuel consumption between hover vehicles, small vessels, and capital vessels. And I think what they're going to do is there may be another update to the fuel consumption, because they're really trying to make hover vehicles a viable option. So they right now, the way that hover vehicles work as far as fuel consumption is they have almost no fuel consumption. It's like half of the small vessel or space vessel's consumption rate for power. So what that means is that you can do a lot more with a lot less power. But the trade-off is that the things are pretty much planet-bound. I mean, you really can't do a whole lot with them. And one of the things that people have found is that if you are using them for planetary transportation, it's fine. But you really need a planet with a lot of water on it to really maximize the travel rate of the things. Because the surface needs to be as flat as possible. You can change elevation a little bit. There's also a super booster that they call it. It's a shift in space, I believe. And what that will allow you to do, it's basically like a jetpack for your hover vehicle. It allows you to gain a little extra height, but it's not something that you can really rely on in a lot of portions of some of the more broken terrain style planets. Like, I would not really be able to use a hover vehicle on my instance of Aqua, simply because I have such a broken terrain. I have very steep ridges on it, and it's like there's a lot of cliff area that the hover vehicle, even with using the super boost, just would not be well for navigating. You basically have to go really far out of your way, and by the time everything is said and done, you're not really saving. You are saving energy. I mean, you're still not using a whole lot more than what you would just going in straight lines. But the time that it takes, it's like, yeah, if you're not doing anything, sure, fine, go enjoy the trip. But you know, with the way it is for, like, with me, I spend a lot of time in caves and stuff anyway, so it's like, it doesn't really matter all that much to me. I am happy with having a vehicle that I can take pretty much anywhere I need to go and have the ability to do what I need to do. So it is one of the benefits of having, you know, the larger vessels, is that you can put crafting stations on hover vehicles. But to me, it's like, I'd rather, if I'm going to do it, I would rather have something that I can use that's more useful for me in general use. And right now, the hover vehicles just don't offer that. I think that if hover vehicles basically operated as SVs inside of an atmosphere, but could not leave the atmosphere, just like the CVs cannot enter an atmosphere, I think that would actually be really beneficial. So I think I'll say something about that on the forums, basically, because the CVs aren't really practical either. The one thing that the CV has over the SVs is that with a CV you can put a food processor in, so it really is fully contained, but at the same time you can't go planet side with them anymore. So I mean, I understand it from a multiplayer perspective, where you don't want to have somebody with a CV show up and just basically trash everybody else, but let's say I would rather look at it from a gameplay functionality and let people basically police themselves. Because if you have people doing that in your multiplayer game, it's, you know, yeah, it's, you know, you should know who is coming into your multiplayer. I mean, the way the system is set up, you really don't have random people just going, hey, look, I can get into your game. So, I don't know. I'll definitely make some posts about it over on the live forum and just, you know, see what people think about it. So I think that having it set so that you basically can actually fly with the vehicle and just, you know, and keep a lower energy consumption, not necessarily half of the SV. Well, even if you did do half of the SV, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad, because it can't leave the atmosphere, so there's no real reason to limit yourself like that. And that would definitely, the efficiency from that trade-off, I think, would be a reason to build VHVs then. So if you could, so that way you would have the ability to have a turret, you would have a lower energy consumption, you just couldn't leave the planet. So yeah, I think that would be worth. I think I would build one if that was the way the system was set up. Because I could definitely see the benefit of that. And I mean, you could, if you really wanted to limit or to draw out the time it takes to get into the SVs and even CVs, you just increase the cost to build it. You know, so say the HV only requires maybe like the core and 4 blocks. The SVs require the core and 8 blocks. You know, to build the starter block for it. How much iron do we have? We have almost 500. Okay. And just use that as the trade-off. I mean, it's just... The SVs would be the general purpose planet or space vehicle. The CVs are dedicated space, and the HVs are dedicated planet. It has the same restrictions as the SV, where you wouldn't be able to put a food processor on it, but you could put a crafting station, which you can do now. So you'd be able to do everything, just not leave the planet. I mean, that to me, I think would be good. And I know I'm rambling about that a little bit, so... Okay. So, I've got enough iron for right now. What we're going to do is we're going to head back. This will give me... Oh, I don't know. Something like 1,000 ingots, I think. Turtles over here. Okay. But yeah, I've used so much iron on the big build. And, like I said, I'm not really planning on doing anything with that today until the live stream. I've got a lot of parts built for it, and I've got some ideas on what I want to do, and I'd like to get some feedback from you guys. So during the live stream, I will be asking some questions of everybody, and I want to go hit that tower behind me. Should be here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Because I think I've cleared this one already, but I want the Promethean. I need to go grab some Promethean really quick. I know, I said I wasn't going to do a whole lot of mining on screen. I would apologize, but it needs to be done, so... If it didn't need to be done, I wouldn't do it. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to... mining vessel time. How do we have? This is one of the reasons why I use the plasma cannons on the ship. Simply because of the fact that it allows you to get through things so much faster. You just wait for it to recharge. Alright, that should be enough. Oh, I went a little too far in there. I might have actually blown up some of my Promethean. That's not good. Yep, I did. I blew up a bunch of Promethean. Wow, I blew up a whole lot of Promethean. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's what I get for not paying attention to what I was doing, right? So let's get some of this out of here. It's not like I really need that much Promethean, but I really don't like destroying the Prometheans. Because the stuff is so rare in the game, and I mean, with obvious reason. I will be glad when they get the whole system up, where the whole system is random, because I would really like to have more planets to deal with, and I think having larger travel times is another reason why I'm thinking that an HV should be basically a planetary flight vessel. Simply because, you know, when you start getting the larger system in, when they actually put the random generation in for the entire solar system, and then eventually the galaxy, they've said that their travel times between planets are going to go up exponentially. Right now, all the planets are way too close together, so power management and energy resource management is not a huge issue unless you're like me and you like to just burn power for the sake of burning power. So, I'm hoping that, like I said, when they start looking at the way that they're handling travel on the planet, I know that they do want the HVs to be viable. I just think in the system, the way it's set up right now, they need to really reconsider how the HVs are handled. That should be, what, about 200, I think? So maybe I didn't hit too much, because this was only a size 5, so if this is only size 5... Yeah, I'm almost 200. Let's grab a couple more really quick, and then we were going to head back. drop this stuff off, get it processing, and I'm going to start setting up for the live stream this evening. So with that, I do think I am going to call the episode here. Thank you all for stopping in today. I appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. If you haven't done so already, I do suggest you subscribe because it will let you know when I go live either on Twitch or on YouTube. And tonight's live stream is at 7 p.m. U.S. Pacific time, and it will be on YouTube, just so everybody knows. I know a couple of folks were expecting it to be on Twitch last week. I apologize again for not making it more clear. The reoccurring Friday live stream is probably always going to be on YouTube, but I do sometimes jump into Twitch as well during just for random live streams, not for the reoccurring one. But if I do change up between Twitch and YouTube, I will make a post letting everybody know. And yeah, so thanks everybody. Once again, I do appreciate you spending your time with me. I know you have options. It's always good to have options. So you spending your time with me and making that little bit of a sacrifice for the day is appreciated, and I definitely hope you enjoy your time here, because I know I enjoy my time with you guys, and I enjoyed what I do, and hopefully that shows. If it doesn't, I don't know what I can do to change that, but I do hope that it shows, and that I do appreciate everybody's time and energies here. So I am going to go ahead and cut it off there before I start rambling and blubbering and maybe even a little manly crying. Mohahaha. Thanks everybody. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. For the folks that I don't see during the live stream, for the folks that I do, I am looking forward to seeing you this evening. And yeah, take care everybody, and as always, be safe out there.